Hey y'all, hey, this reading is alleged and for entertainment purposes. Sometimes the tea is hot and sometimes it's not. You have to watch the video to the end to determine for yourself. Okay, this reading is for Tay, life of Tay. Okay, so let's get into it. Okay, so Spirit is acknowledging that there's some Holly weird, there's some chasing lightning bugs, there's some everyday magic. And every time I read on her, I do get that she's like into crystals or into tarot or into something, incense burning, sage, something. Spirit is just acknowledging, like they're saying something, but there is a secret wish and she is communicating this and she is leaning on Spirit to have this manifestation be fulfilled. But Spirit is also acknowledging when it comes to these things, when it comes to it's twofold. She should be quiet, period. But when it comes to her desires and her manifestation, she should also be quiet. Spirit is also acknowledging that she has a big heart. She is full of passion. She's a person who is friendly and devoted and worthy and caring and a playful tease. Okay, so that's what Spirit is saying. All right, let's dive a little deeper. Spirit, what's the tea when it comes to life attack? What is the tea? All right, Spirit's saying that she's keeping a promise. Who's she keeping this promise to? It feels like a promise between two people. On the surface, subconsciously, Spirit is acknowledging that this promise could have been broken because somebody was promiscuous, sleeping around a hoe free-for-all, sleeps with your man. Wow, that's interesting. Okay, and Spirit said because of that, game was over. And this person knows they fucked up. Okay, but this person is a little sick in the head and likes to play mind games. They like to lie. They like to be controlling. They like to pull the strings. They like to manipulate. And so that's that. She's trying to keep a promise, but somebody else was why is that song? You're tired of your broken promises. Okay, yeah, I'm getting real tired of your broken promises. And it was game over. Okay, so life of Tay, moving in love and light. Ashe to the ancestors. Ashe to the universe. Spirit is acknowledging that there's an energy that she is stuck in the mud. Stuck in the mud, but this card is in reverse. So let's see what Spirit says. When this card is reversed, it reminds you that you're stuck due to your obstinate desire to get what you want, when and how you want it. Perhaps it's uncomfortable to admit that the course of action you've chosen for yourself isn't right for you now. Even so, you have a choice. I always say that this is the realm of choice. Yep. Make a choice. You can struggle in the mud and get nowhere, or take a moment to observe where you are, then step out, wash away the dirt, dry off, and find other things to do. A much better adventure awaits you. They don't want you on this current path. They want you on a new path, on your righteous path. You'll know when it's time to embark upon it, and you'll know when it's time to do so. Okay, and so you need to do what you gotta do, sis. Do what you gotta do. Ashe to the ancestors, ashe to the universe. Clear, cancel, and release. Thank you, Spirit. All right, not my business. All right, so life of Tay, ashe, ashe, ashe. Oh, how does she move in love and light? Thank you, Spirit. The grind. Are you working on something? Are you working on trying to get something off the ground? Are you focused on a new business, entrepreneurship, creating something? There is some earth sign energy on here. Skill development. Mastery requires repetition and rhythm. This is not about burning yourself out or doing busy work. Practice, focus, and determination will ground divine inspiration into something tangible. This card means that what you are pursuing requires ritual, regular commitment, and a little by little approach. Okay, so it feels like she might be starting something new, tapping into her entrepreneurial energy, starting a small business of some sort. Okay. All right. What's her relationship energy like? Okay. So the question was an update on Jazz and Tay. So Tay, how do you currently feel about Jazz? Current relationship energy. Thank you. All right. We do get colors. Okay, so in regards to them, Spirit is acknowledging that someone is showing their true colors. finally showing who they are and how they get down, what they are about. This could also mean that someone is hiding their true sexual identity. Okay, subconsciously, Spirit is acknowledging the altar, considering getting married, or the marriage card. This situation involves marriage. Someone is either thinking of marriage or is already married. Okay, and then in the middle of the deck, we do have this butterfly effect. All right, so something as simple as a kiss is turned into love for you and your love interest. This is also the card of obsession, an obsession of one's self. Okay, thank you, Spirit. So Spirit is acknowledging that with this card here, that the true colors are being shown. So consciously, she probably thought that they were going to get married, but on the surface, somebody showed their true colors. Spirit is also acknowledging with the butterfly effect that she thought that this was going to blossom. Like in the middle of the deck, it still feels like a fantasy. It still feels like maybe it could. Maybe it could. This is very interesting because, but her eyes are closed. And so there isn't a thing about butterflies representing transformation and a metamorphosis and someone changing, but her eyes are closed. And so this is like obsessing over something that is not the reality, because this person's eyes are not open. It's all about a fairy tale, a fantasy, and a daydream. Okay. All right. So you got to open your eyes so we can see, so you can see what it is, yo. Oh, what's up? Can a player just keep in touch? Oh, okay. All right. Life of Tay, moving in love and light. All right, with the Five of Pentacles, there's an energy of recovery from a financial loss and spiritual poverty. So trying to recover from this financial loss, but also acknowledging like there's something that's going on that makes her spiritually feel a little low. Spirit is acknowledging it's the Emperor. It's this Aries energy. It's this very passionate, fiery energy who comes off very domineering and excessive, controlling, rigid, and inflexible. Spirit is acknowledging that this person, air sign energy is on this card. There's disharmony, imbalance, misalignment of values. Don't do it. Don't bite the apple, Eve. Don't go backwards. Go forward. Okay. What's her overall energy with Tay? How does Jazz currently feel about Tay? All right, there is some trauma, some past trauma. There is reunion. Spirit is acknowledging there are memories. There is nostalgia, but there's also trauma with the Six of Cups, creating some level of emotion. Spirit is also acknowledging that subconsciously she's saying with the Six of Pentacles that they made a lot of money together and that there was a lot of give and take. It was reciprocity. They were generous. They were giving. They were prospering. They were sharing wealth. But Spirit is acknowledging right now with the Two of Swords, Libra energy, there's indecision, confusion, and information overload when it comes to how they are to move forward with the Four of Wands in the area of passion, but also in the area of business. Okay. It's celebration, harmony, marriage, home, and community. Let's take a deeper look. Okay. Yeah, there's confusion here. See, there's confusion, chaos, and a lack of clarity with the Ace of Swords in reverse. So there's some negative mindset, negative chatter in the mind, not really knowing what to do and what choice to make when it comes to that. It's not enough information. It's like the heart and the head are definitely fighting. Spirit is acknowledging that there is some celebration with the Three of Cups. There is friendship and creativity and community and coming together and feeling very joyous. But with the Death card in reverse, this is because they're resistant to change and unable to move on. Resistance to change and unable to move on. So if you see them together, that's the energy. It does feel like a karmic love. It also feels like star-crossed lovers. It's just not written in the stars. But somebody can't let go and release. Not yet. But it does feel like someone will eventually. What's next for Life of Tay? Thank you. The Empress card, creative blocks and dependence on others. There's some obstacles that she deals with. Spirit Q saying there could be anxiety or depression that kind of makes her have some really sad, dry, rainy, gloomy days. Spirit is also acknowledging with the Two of Pentacles, balance and adaptability. Time management is what she needs to focus on, and prioritizing work and family. Just finding an even balance, because it feels like it's hard to balance things out. Sometimes she can feel disorganized. Okay, so she's trying to balance that out and get grounded. And then Spirit is also acknowledging with the Four of Pentacles, Capricorn energy is in reverse. There's an energy that she's a little greedy and focused on materialism. Okay, so she's going to need to fix that. You don't want to be so controlling that that's all you focus on. Okay, because that is where you have power and that is where you have control. But sometimes life is about, you know, releasing that and just paying attention and hearing the birds and, you know, just nature at its best. Like, not always trying to be on the go and to be this perfect image. And whoever instilled that in her, it kind of echoes like, you should look like this and you should do like this and da 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 da. And it feels like she's trying to fight that image that could have been forced on her, but it's hard to detach from that. It's hard to detach from that. But this is alleged and for entertainment purposes. And now we sit back and let the universe do what the universe does.